Good afternoon, James Bellew with Duffels and Dogs. How are you? It has been a long time, and my apologies. We just got crazy busy with the building of Casa Wabi Sabi, our nomad, um, digital nomad community, and um, just got head down, butt up. So my apologies. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, our regular subscribers as well as any new folks, and again, encourage you to please subscribe to our channel, and to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we post a new video, and hopefully you'll be getting a lot more of those in the near future. Again, my apologies. Just real quick, for those of you who are new, Jeannie and I moved to Costa Rica a little over 6 months ago. We sold everything in the U.S., our house, cars, everything. And we started Duffels and Dogs because we were getting lots of questions about, hey, how are you doing this? What are you doing? How are you able to do what you're doing? And that's a whole nother story, but we started Duffels and Dogs to start to, let people know what we were up to, how are we doing it, what was going on here in Costa Rica, and to answer some of those questions, and also to open a channel for dialogue, because we encourage people to comment and to ask questions. With that, today's video is about cell phones in Costa Rica. You know how many times people ask me, what do I do with my cell? If I'm coming down there for several months, or I'm thinking about moving down there, what do I do about my cell phone? And I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what we did. Well, the journey of what we did with our with the cell phone. It was quite. So it's really going to depend on what you're up to, right? Especially if you're going to be moving down here like we did. We thought, well, we want to keep our U.S. numbers for sure, right? And what's the best way to do that? So we did, I did a little research. We looked at voice over IP providers, Google Phone, Open Phone, several others, and decide, to transfer our U.S. numbers to a voice over IP. We thought, oh, well, that'll work because, wherever there's an internet connection, we'll be able to, keep our phones, and that will work great, right? So anyway, to make a long story short, it was fine. There was a couple of hiccups with that, and I just want to share that with everybody. The service on voice over IP varies. We went with Open Phone, and it worked fine, and it was really kind of cool to be able, because you could open the app on your PC and have your phone ready if you're doing business, whatnot. You could have your phone system on your PC, you could have it on your phone. Whether you were using a carrier down here or paying international rates for your carrier in the States, you always had an internet connection. So, the voice over IP worked fine. There were some dropouts and things like that would occur if your signal wasn't that strong. But all in all, it was okay. Where we ran into a lot of trouble is moving down here is a lot of financial institutions and other things that you might have that require a PIN, or requires you to, oh, hey, we're going to send you this code, and you type in this code. Well, some worked and some didn't. And our bank, B of A, it never worked. I could not get a call. They didn't give me the option. They said, well, we have to text you this. Well, they wouldn't. Their text system doesn't work over voice over IP. So it was just a hassle doing banking that way. I won't get into all the gory details, but it became a real problem. So we started looking, okay, well, what else is there? I mean, certainly when we had AT&T, paying international rates and keeping your AT&T thing was, I think it was like $10 a day. Most carriers charge pretty hefty fees, of course, to keep your phone number and while you're here. And of course, that wouldn't work for us because we're living here. So the last time we were in the States a few weeks ago, and we did a little border run up there, I looked into T-Mobile. I heard T-Mobile had some really good deals on international plans, especially for people 55 and over. So to make a long story short, I invested in a iPhone 13, which has an eSIM in it, right? So this kind of covered our bases, and so far so good, folks. Phone with an eSIM. I got my T-Mobile on my eSIM, and then that left my SIM port open. And then when I got back to Costa Rica, I put in my Colby or my carrier SIM that I have here in Costa Rica into that slot. So my U.S. phone is my primary. The hard SIM is my Colby plan here in pay as you go here in Costa Rica. So I have both, best of both worlds. And for 2 lines for Jeannie and I, our phones cost us, the international plan is $90 a month for both phones, and that's for unlimited text, unlimited data, and it's 25 cents a minute if you call internationally. But here's the thing, right? If you've got an iPhone, especially if you've got FaceTime, we also use WhatsApp, because WhatsApp down here in Costa Rica is used pretty exclusively. So if you're going to make a phone call to friends and family, all you need to do is use either WhatsApp or your iPhone, right? So it's FaceTime, either audio or video, works just great. So that way you kind of skip over that 25 cents. But if there's an emergency and you got to make a call, there's always that capability. You just know that you're going to pay a little extra for that. But it's $90 per month for unlimited text and data. And we're pretty heavy-duty data users. The other good thing about having a U.S. carrier as your primary carrier like T-Mobile is if you plan to travel. Even if you're living like us, we live in Costa Rica, but we travel. We travel back to the States every now and then to see friends or family. We're going to France this December to be with our son. We're going to be grandparents, by the way, for the birth of our granddaughter. So, we get on the plane, we land there, and with T-Mobile, it's no-brainer. Boom, our phones work. And that's going to work out, I think. So far, so good. So depending on what your needs are, if you're going to travel internationally a lot, or you're going to move down here, I would seriously look into T-Mobile, especially if you're 55 or over, because the rates are just, really, really good. And you get the best of both worlds. So I hope that helped. But if I missed something, or you have some specific questions, or I wasn't clear, feel free to make a comment. Ask me anything you want about our experience with cell service, cell plans, carriers versus voice over IP, whatever. Because we kind of went through it all, and School of Hard Knocks on that one. But I think we landed on the right combination of stuff. So hope that helped. So again, please subscribe to our channel. Keep following. Excuse me. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified. And gosh, it's great to be back. So hello, everybody. For everybody who's return watchers, and for those that are watching this for the first time, hello. Follow us also on Duffels and Dogs on our YouTube channel, our Instagram channel, and soon to be TikTok channel. So that's coming up. Anyway, have a great day. Pura vida. Ciao.